Danielle. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so glad that you're here.
Hey guys, I'm Tara with Tara Simon Studios, and today I'm going to be reacting to Morissette.
Hello, welcome to Beth Roars. I'm Beth, and today I'm going to be doing a vocal coach reacts to Morissette singing Stone Cold.
Hello and welcome to another reaction review video with me, Nina Schofield, singer-songwriter, vocal coach and session musician. And we're heading back to watch some Morissette today. This is Stone Cold.
Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Singing with Lauren. I'm Lauren, I am a singer and a voice teacher, and today I'm reacting to Morissette singing Stone Cold.
Stone cold, stone cold. You see me standing, but I'm dying on the floor. Stone cold. Maybe if I don't cry, I won't feel anymore.
Okay, so what I like about Morissette's performance here that's different from Demi and Shosanna is that she's reaching those low notes easily and she's putting a bit of vibrato on, which is so hard to do when it's that low. Stone cold, stone cold. And she's keeping it nice and whispery and adding bits of creaking.
Stone cold, baby.
Okay, so the opening of this, we really get to hear her chest voice. It's so sultry and beautiful. I love when we get to hear a female artist's chest voice because I think it's just such an underutilized part of our voice in general. And it really gives us, I feel like, a window open to the soul, right? Because all of the high stuff is really impressive, but when we can just hear the voice in its most natural state, I think it's just so special.
God knows I try to feel happy for you. Know that I am, even if I can't understand. I'll take the pain. Cold, baby. God knows
Big
I
reverb.
try to feel happy for you.
And then we've got that can't understand, you know, the little squeak cry thing that Morissette does. I don't do it like she does at all, but that's her vocal tone and it's beautiful and she knows where to place it just to enhance the performance.
I'll take the pain. Give me the truth. Me and my heart will make it through. And if life is hard,
Come on!
I'm happy for you.
Okay, before we go on to verse 2, I want to take it back just a little bit again. I want to hear that falsetto that she does in the very beginning and then switching to her chest voice for the chorus because that's probably one of my favorite parts. I love the buildup and the anticipation to get there. And the falsetto in this song is one of my favorite pieces of it as well because it's so beautifully placed. And Morissette is doing such a great job of having it placed so perfectly. And yeah, I'm loving this. So let's take
And if life is hard, I'm happy for you.
Wow, what's really striking me about this is obviously the vocals are gorgeous, but also just seeing this side of her and her emoting in this way. She does really portray a sad song well. You know, when we are singers, we don't want to feel sad all the time, but we have to be able to tap in to, you know, those moments, those things that really can get us into this state of making a believable performance that we're very heartbroken, right? And she's doing that amazingly.
Gorgeous. Okay, I just want to let you know, kind of highlight something subtle. I get on my singers, especially my female singers, I get on them all the time about this. When you're singing low, it's so easy to swallow your words and not finish the consonants at the end of your words. So, for instance, this could have easily turned into stone cold, and I'm still saying the N and the D at the end of stone and cold, but you don't hear it because I'm not emphasizing it. And I need to emphasize it because it's a lower note and there's not as much breath being projected out, and so therefore there's not as much volume being produced when I'm hitting that note. So two things need to happen in order to not feel like you're swallowing back the notes and for your audience for it not to sound to them like you are. And that is opening up your mouth and accentuating the vowel, and then also over-exaggerating the end consonant. So instead of stone cold, my pitch was fine, I had vibrato, there's nothing really wrong with it, but out there to you, it kind of loses something and you don't even know why, versus stone cold, and just that little extra effort of the n, which is a semiphonatable consonant, by the way, and you can sing through it. N, you can actually make a sound. D, you also can. Versus p, t, s, k, where those consonants are simply non-phonatable. You may not sing through them, you cannot. As soon as you add sound to it, it changes the consonant altogether. For instance, s, as soon as you add sound to it, becomes z, z. So it's no longer even an S, it's a Z, right? But N's and D's are already semiphonatable. So you can change from stone cold, which really sounds like stow coal, to stone cold, and it's much more even dynamic, even as it's low, for the audience to listen to. And she does a really nice job of that. You hear each word, and really without me saying this, you probably don't even appreciate all that's going on with those little low notes right there. But she sets her song up so beautifully at the beginning, and then she does it again right here for that higher jump up. So then it's not actually stone cold when you go up top and you're like, oh, it's the word stone cold. Like, you already know the words because she set it up nicely.
It needs that big vocal, you know? And the range. I mean, that is low. Kick drum clicks.
You're dancing with her, but I'm staring at my phone. Stone cold. I was your amber, but now she's your shiny gold stone.
That part actually almost even sounded like Demi. I think it was the more aspirate part of the vocal.
I was your amber, but now she's your shiny gold stone.
Wait, let me go back really fast. I want to show you guys that. So she does this little thing in her head voice where she brings it up, and then you'll hear her push back down into her chest voice. And this is such a great way to sing this, and I'm really glad that she did this because this is the way you should do it. So I'll show you with my hand when she goes.
With her, but I'm staring at my phone. Stone cold.
Here we go.
Stone cold.
The lift.
I was your amber, but now
Push,
she's
push,
your
push,
shiny
push, bring up.
stone.
There it is.
Cold, baby. God knows I try to be.
The God knows I try to be it was a little under, okay? I think what she was going for is what I just did, the E. Let's listen one more time to that pitch there.
God knows I try to be.
Yeah, she just skipped the second note. That note she was a little flat on. And the thing about a run is if you're flat on a note, like one of them as you're going down, it's really hard to recover the rest of them. She kind of actually did. She ended correctly on pitch, but still you heard this little disparity between the intervals of the first, second, and third note. She kind of got it back on the third note, but that second one was a little flat. for most people, they wouldn't hear that. You're either trained as a coach or you're a singer yourself, or you're in the industry or producer or something to where you'd notice that. The general mass population would never notice that, okay? But just if you're looking for detail, you want to, and I tell my students all the time, think of the second note in a run, actually, when you're riffing, because that's the most important note. It's not the top, it's that second note. If you can get that second note and simply fall off of it, the rest of the notes will be crisp and clean and on pitch. I don't know why. It's like some weird little magical trick I found, and it works. It works every time. So if you're trying to run at home, riff at home, that second note is the most important out of all of them, no matter what type of pattern of riff or run you're doing, by the way.
I like that rhyme.
That's the directness. It's just, it's like it shoots through the screen right at you, directly into your soul.
Can't understand. I'll take the pain and give me the truth. Me and my eyes will make it through. And if this hurt, I'm happy for you.
I love the way she does the walk-up run, because the way that she switches, she puts her little squeak in there, and I love when people do that, especially Morissette. Okay, let's keep going, sorry.
We'll make it through.
Okay, so one thing I want you guys to notice about how she's doing this is she is sitting, but her feet are flat, and she is, for the most part, keeping her body very aligned. Now, it is true, it is more difficult to sing sitting down than standing up because we get so much energy from our legs. But I know one of my other videos that I watched reacted to her, she was sitting, and she sounds amazing sitting as well. But that means that she has very, very good control over her breath and over her support. And when you sing sitting down, you need to get that energy that you usually get from your legs, you need to get it from your torso, right? Because we still want total relaxation in our neck while we sing. So I am really admiring her for that. Even when she's, you know, giving a little bit more energy, she's not hunching, right? She's just moving forward and moving backward, but everything is stable.
We'll make it through.
I like how she's scooping on a lot of these things. That riff, that was amazing. That was awesome. Very, very slick. Her classic squeaks that are synonymous with her voice, they work so well in this. It adds a little bit of pain. But those top notes are just such a balanced mix. They have such tone. They're so warm. It's like the perfect mix between head and chest in terms of tone.
And if this hurt, I'm happy for you. And all my things don't come straight. I wish I could be this, but if I could fly, I'm happy for you.
Gorgeous.
The vocal agility, it's like jazzy soul feel. Hold it. Note bend down. Oh, there's a delay on the vocal now too. Amazing.
Beautiful energy.
Wow. Wow, wow,
I love
wow.
Yes.
how you stopped that one
Morissette.
without any
Where's the audience clapping? Wow. I have to say, I definitely wasn't expecting that ending.
Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. I love this little, the way that she comes up and does this kind of decrescendo out of this note. I can't remember what it was that she sang, but hold on, let's go back. That.
I'm happy for you.
And then ending it in the falsetto, yes. Yes, 100% yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's talk really fast about her belt, because the belt in this is so extremely hard to do, and Morissette is literally killing it. As you guys know, if you have watched all of my Morissette videos, I talk about how I love that Morissette opens her mouth. So as a singer, it is very important when you are belting to open your mouth so that your entire sound can come out. Otherwise, your sound is going to not be able to escape. If your mouth is closed, it's going to stay in the back of your mouth. So you can watch, Morissette always has her mouth nice and big and open when she is belting, which creates her palate to be lifted and everything, so that she is sounding flawless and amazing. She's also doing such a great job with her enunciation, which is also going to help out a lot while you're belting. So I just want to point that out.
Effect how they had the delay on her voice, but I also loved how she just had so much support, so much breath control that she kept it going for blooming ages. You can see how open everything is when she sings. I loved when she wanted to add effect, that she put in that growl, that she used to cry and scoops. I loved her use of dynamics. Everything feels so easy for her. It's pretty amazing.
So I love Morissette. She's so cool. Maybe one day we'll be friends. Thanks, Morissette. Great performance. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. And
lots and lots of technique to unpack in that, and I'm sorry if I got a little long-winded in the middle of it, but there was a lot to say, and she excites me as a singer. So she's got an interesting voice because it's very technically sound, and yet she's got a lot of soul and style at the same time, and she's really great at using her breath to create style. What I mean by that is she'll withhold breath really quick at the beginning to create that, and then let it go to elevate the note and to actually then sing, and it creates this almost like this soulful R&B style, which you don't expect by the looks of her.
You throughout the performance, and then right at the very end, it just smacks you in the face. The control, the breath control, but the control just generally is great, because, you know, to reach those high notes and hold them and have that purity come through is something else. And then we have all the little Morissette things that we know and love, you know, the cry, the slight growl. She really chose where to place those quite naturally in this performance. There wasn't a point that I thought, oh, you didn't have to do it there.